Hi guys, just want to share this little story with you. Some people will say to me like, yes, high vibe living, it's all cool, but you also need some money to do that and all these kind of things. I said this before, partly that's true, but it all first starts with that mindset. It's that mindset in committing that you just want to have the highest, you want to create the highest possibilities, you know what I mean? Don't forget, like, when we fantasize, these are not just thoughts, it's a tool. We fantasize, we dream things into existence. And I notice this whole process accelerates when you start to consume high vibe foods, when you start to eat the living foods, the raw foods, the foods that are already cooked by the sun, because they're full of that light force, they're full of electrolytes, and it just accelerates this whole process. And of course, it's not only the food, but I know for me, the food accelerated it because the food makes you feel so extremely good and high. So this also influences your thoughts, and your thoughts are vibrations, and vibrations ripple into the universe, and it works like a mirror. It just comes back to you like boom. I had another beautiful example. What happened today? It was like I'm still building here at Durian Rock, and I want to build like a big fence around the property, but the name is Durian Rock, and this home is really like, it's like making music, like I'm an artist and I've been producing and composing music for the last 30 years. And building this house was also like a process. It's like creating a track. You try some things, you delete some things, and you add some things. And so I was thinking about this fence. And this summer I traveled for a couple of months I traveled in Greece. What an awesome country, by the way, guys. Wow, I love Greece. And I've seen some really nice examples of fences with nice gates and all this kind of stuff. And it was all beautiful, like a little bit like hacienda style, like Spanish haciendas, which is really gorgeous and beautiful. But I don't know, it didn't totally resonate with me. It didn't resonate enough. So I'm thinking like, I'm seeing them here on the island building new roads. And when they build these roads, they have to cut through mountains. They got all these big rocks, these big beautiful rocks which they cut out of the mountain. And I thought, wow, how would it be to build like a fence with these rocks? Like really like Durian rocks. So today I'm here at Durian Rock, and one of my old workers came to the house that helped building this place 2 years ago. And he was telling me like he could deliver me these kind of rocks to build a fence. Can you feel the magic? How things happen? I'm thinking about this a couple of days now. And so I vibrate this into the universe. And boom, it just comes to me. And he's telling me he can deliver it for me like 1 cubic meter for this and this price, etc., etc. So this whole process started, and I'm getting these kind of synchronicities all the time in my life. All the time. So once again, guys, it all starts with the food. That's what I noticed. If you really want to speed this up, the foods. You can do a lot just with your mind. You can do really a lot. And for many years in my life, I just did a lot with my mind. And I really created some really beautiful things in my life just with my mind. But I noticed it was always going like upstream. It was like hard work. I was grinding to make things happen. And they happened, but I was grinding. And since I started to eat the high vibe foods, I was just going downstream. Easy, I'm just flowing. I'm not doing any hard work. Things just come to me like that. Opportunities just come to me. Like I've written a book about this. It's called High Vibe Living for the 21st Century. And it's finished. I worked on it for about 5-6 years, writing notes, etc., etc. And the last year I really spent some time on it, because the last year, due to COVID, I was staying in Amsterdam because I couldn't travel back to the Philippines because of all this COVID stuff. And I'm ready to release it, but I'm not ready yet, because I noticed, like, if I want to release this book, it's not about releasing it. Releasing the book is really easy. I release a lot of records in my life, but it's about people have to know the book is there. So I thought, okay, so I have to build a whole campaign so the world starts to know that the book is there, because the book, it's a guide how to create this kind of life. And the book is also a guide, like how to make that transition into a high vibe foods, how to consume more high vibe foods in your life. And it's got a whole program in there, how to do it. And that program I tested now, I think in the last couple of years, because I'm also involved in other groups online. I've tested with about 100 people, and this program works like mad. It works like mad. It's very easy for people to transition into 75% high vibe foods a day. Very, very easy. So they can still have the cooked meal at night if they want to, but the rest of the day, like just eating high vibe foods. And when you consume 75% of what you put in your system, when that's like high vibe foods, whoa, transitionings are happening like mad. So to come back on the story, so I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I have to get all that done. And the other day I'm cruising on my bike here, and I meet a guy that I know him. He's been living here a couple of years, a Russian guy, and he's pretty high vibe. I really like him, but I wouldn't say we were friends. I just know him, we just talk once we see each other, because you hardly don't see any foreigners here. So we have a little chat, and I invited him in to come to my house. We had we shared some nice fruits together, and he was here, and he really loved the place, and all the detailing, and I showed him my book and everything. And then he told me that he had a company and in Russia, and his company, what they do is internet marketing. So they are creating the possibilities that the whole world is seeing your book. So this is another one of these synchronizations. I'm like, oh my God, it's so beautiful, guys, how this goes, how this whole thing flows. It's so easy, because don't forget, like when we're grinding and we are really running after what we want, like we want it. What are we saying on a vibrational level? On a vibrational level, we're saying we don't got it. We don't got it, because if we had it, we wouldn't grind. We wouldn't want it so much. We already had it. And this is another example. For me, it was like, wouldn't it be nice if, and boom, here it comes. The same with this jungle here behind my house, this whole jungle. I told you the story before, that these people, they wanted to cut the jungle because they wanted to grow corn there. So I thought, oh my God, oh no. So me and my brother get together, and we wanted to buy that jungle. But these people were asking crazy prices, because of course they think, the foreigners, let's make some money. So I just let it go. I just went like, okay, it's not gonna happen, okay, what do I have to learn here? I probably have to learn acceptance. Let's see what's gonna happen, if they're gonna cut it. 3 days later, the guy comes back, and I'm getting it 300% cheaper than he wanted it. So I'm getting it exactly for the price that I had in my head. So you feel this, you feel it. I wasn't grinding for it. I thought, wouldn't it be nice if, and it came. So yeah, it's gonna be an awesome time. Awesome things are gonna happen. We're gonna build, I'm gonna do retreats here. It's all falling together now. I still got my music business and still running good and everything. But I can do that for another 30 years. You know, I feel like my mission is to share, what I've been experiencing in the last 15 years. I transitioned to this lifestyle in 2007. I went like 100% into living foods. And so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna have retreats here. And in this jungle, we're gonna build tree houses, and we're gonna create the possibilities for people to come over here, fly over, and come here for like a week or 10 days and do a whole transition. And I take you by the hand how to do this. And it's gonna be life-changing for people. So I'm so excited about this, guys. There's so much beauty happening, and yeah, life is just so beautiful. And I wish this on everybody. You know, it's all happening in our minds, and what we think is what we experience as our reality is just a reflection of our thought patterns. And our thought patterns, they get influenced by the foods. It's extremely, you know, don't think that you can eat something that's dead and that it doesn't got any effect on you. You know, that's just an illusion. That's just an illusion. If you don't wake up in the morning before your alarm goes, if you wake up in the morning and you're like, you have to wake up like this, there's something wrong with your lifestyle. When you live this way, you wake up before your alarm goes, and you wake up and you're awake, and you want to do stuff, you know, you want to get active, and you got like this zest for life. You know, I'm 56 now, and I'm feeling like I'm 25. I've got more energy than I had before I was living this lifestyle. So yeah, I just wanted to share this story, just one of these moments, and looking forward to meeting you all and seeing you all much more. One love.